Hello and welcome. This is Sahara playing Starfield Shattered Space. And the last episode, we were able to save. Well, we confronted the zealot leader, Bottom. I don't think we had any choice in the matter on that because I tried coming in different directions. I even did auto persuade and it says persuasion successful twice, and both times I still had to end up fighting him. Anyway, so we saved can't think of her name. Well, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Usia, Dolkip. Anyway, from one of the houses, noble houses, and we are here to search as an option to search House Kadik for evidence because we found out that it's Mujin. Is that what is the name of it? At the Halsey Healing, I met. Not that one. It's the wrong one. The House Divided. Okay. With the help of Tavina, I infiltrated Jandar's Rest and learned the name of the supply thief. However, I was informed by the zealots that Asirni Dolkeep may be in danger. I killed the assassins in question and should now speak to... I already spoke to her. So we need to wait for her to gather representatives for the trial, but I also had the option to search the house of Kadik for more evidence. We ended up with some evidence, but she said it wasn't enough. So anyway, we did end up with the passcode for somebody's computer. It's Muljin. Is that his name? That is the And what did you think about this, Shahima? Since this is your house, that is the one that did this. And we suspected that from the very beginning when they first started talking about it. These are just on all...
Thank the Serpents for the safe return of our cousins.
Yeah, these are all envoys. Let's see here. Anything else? It's own, but... Now, wasn't this a door we were able to get in before? I thought we had the passcode for this. Why are we unlocking it? Not the room papers, it was... The Dazra contract, yeah, here it is. The Daz made assurance that Jandar's remain, but we have all trusted children of Jarka before and they have now an insider. We die here, let it be known that Mujin, but there was also somebody's, here it is. The bearer of this slate is hereby granted approved to, no, that isn't it either. Access, here, we have a key card. That would be under miscellaneous, not notes. Now, what do we have? I know we had something that was like a passcode. Yeah, here it is. Usham's, it's Acme's computer passcode. Who's that then? Because this is someone. This is Mujin. This is the one that we we're told is the thief. All right. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. The accident. I had been taking my morning walk when it happened. There was a great rumble from the scaled citadel, followed by a flash of blinding light. I thought it was a clash of thunder and lightning, until I realized the order was reversed. I turned around to find myself face to face with the wall of vortex, and half the city vanished in a cosmic blink. I panicked, scrambling home to House Kadik. I remembered the cascading sense of relief and dread as I saw my home was intact, but others were not. I imagine there are stories like mine all over Dazra, and perhaps when this is all over, there will be time to document them. For now, here are mine. That would just be... that would be just almost hard to even understand. Denial of transfer. Ukma... Ukum? Sharon. I rejected the transfer of Uchum Sharon back to Dazra. I worry about the effect this may have on his psyche, but the mission takes priority. From the day we are asked to slaughter our grots, we learn the lesson that the collective comes first. So while it pains me greatly to withhold the truth about his parents, I must do what's necessary for the sake of House Baroon. All must serve. So did his parents die and he didn't tell him? Okram's return. It seems one of my operatives will be returning to Dazra against my wishes. The authorization has been approved on medical grounds, which I find suspicious, but I will make do. Explaining the situation with his family will be difficult, but as a professional, I think he will sympathize with my decision. He will empathize with my decision. If nothing else, a man with his skill set should not be put out to pasture. Much needs doing in the city still, and having him as my ward will be a boon to House Kadik. I will seek Elder Rasma's approval to adopt him. Okay. Workforce issues. The accident has left us all scrambling to revive the city. In hindsight, I'm thankful for Achman's return, as we need every person we can get. I suspended most of my duties at the Ministry of Conjunction to focus on the effort here to revive the city. Achman's skills as a spy will be useful as we explore every option. I think I have a proposal, but I will need to meet with my colleagues in the Ministry of State and Commerce to discuss it further. Okay. Achman Kadik. We've officially adopted Achman into House Kadik. It's a proud day for all of us. I've set him up with a computer in the dormitory area with the other Tower House members. Based on the work he'll be doing for us, we'll need a password to protect it even from his own cousins. Unfortunately, I could not get approval from the elders to accept his sister into the family. She does not meet the standard to become a member of the house, and if one cannot serve, they must grow as a person until they can. Okay. Meeting. Heck. Yeah. Yes. So, meeting. I received a slate from Achman that I'll need to meet with the contacts at their hideout directly. I do wish they had chosen a less conspicuous name than that of the exiled one. In any case, there is concern the supply shipments will stop due to House keeps meddling, so I'll need to assuage their fears that the operation will continue once the chaos in Dazra has settled. Unfortunately, Achman has chosen a rather peculiar time to disappear, when he should be the liaison between myself and HM. But the matter is pressing enough that I'll need to go directly and show proof I am the supplier they've been dealing with. I've talked to the crew, and the cortege is ready to go, but I should meet with Usiria first to gather more intel on the progress of the investigation. Okay. Okay. But what about Achman's computer, right? Don't we also need to read that one, since we have his passcode? Your envoy.
Perhaps you'll join our numbers embedded in these settled systems, now that you've been shown the way.
Now that I've been shown the way, I find that you people are just like, you people are no better than, our espionage people. So okay, this is the bathroom. I can't even, the Rajun. Yeah, you people are no better than the Rajun. So he had his own room. With his own passcode. That's got a padlock on it. To one of these rooms? Okay, there's someone sleeping. Meat? Okay.
After everything we've been through, I find myself hopeful again.
This is Gavin.
May the great serpent watch over you.
I don't know who Gavin was. Okay. So this was your place. So where's her? Where's Achman's? Was this it? There's a safe there or something? Folder? If there is a safe. Oop.
I'm impressed.
Credits. I don't need that. I got plenty of those. Okay.
I could not accomplish that.
This isn't the room that we thought it would be. You opened this up, did you?
Auntie Rosma must be quite impressed with you now.
Well, you think so, do you? Are you going to leave here?
All must serve.
Are you going to leave? Can I push you out the door? Oh, he can look right at me, so... Damn it, I want to get to that. I want to get to your computer. Can I put you out? I want to find that other one. Here it is. Here it is. I figured I'd find it here. Oh, there's also a, you guys just shot it?
Yes, you need. I look forward to our next discussion.
There's also a encrypted slate number 1223. Enter the first number of the passcode. Oh, okay. Encrypted slate, passcode. It's, not that one. What am I looking for? Inventory. But the passcode, he didn't have... Oh, I wonder if that's on his computer. Because it's just his passcode here. Alright, so let's go look at his computer. So, Ahmed Khadik's personal logs. accident in Dazra. I was running an infiltration job in Cydonia when I heard the news. The worst part is it came from the lips of a bloody smuggler. Cydonia? I asked my... It should have been asked. Because this is past tense. Ask is first, is present. And this is supposed to be in past tense. But anyway, I asked my handler at the ministry about it, and he says because says is also past tense. I asked my handler at the ministry about it, and he says the damage was minimal. He tells me to keep my focus on the mission, but come on, I've known Mujin Kadik for 8 years now. I can tell when he's lying. Janan's breath. It's my job to know. I can't keep my head straight knowing my family might be in danger. Yeah, I think his family got killed. More excuses, more red tape. It's driving me up the walls. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I know the mantra, all must serve. Translation, I'm not supposed to question orders. I know at the end of the day, if I go back to Dazra on my own, I'm a dead man, but you can't convince me that what I'm doing here matters more. Mom, Dad, Madra, I love you. Discharge. Lady Luck threw me a bone because I've been discharged. They must have gotten my medical records switched with another agent because reading the files is based on a disease I don't have. Shame for the other guy, but I'm not gonna bother correcting them. Oh, and that's a laugh. Now that I'm coming home for sure, Mujin's changed his tune. He keeps telling me how he's proud of my service and how he has all these plans to adopt me into House Kadik. What he really means is I may be free of my contract, but I'm still working for him. We'll see about that. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Madra. I'm so mad I'm steaming. My parents were lost in the accident. Madra has been without a guardian for weeks, and Mujin refuses to bring her into House Kadik. He keeps making the same excuses about how he had to call in a favor just to get me into the family. I may forgive, but I don't forget. Friend. I was at Harold's Rust today having a drink. Stranger comes in to me, starts talking shop. They go on and on about an agent who died out in the settled systems with the same disease that I don't got. I'm about to tell them to shut up. I'm about to tell them to slough off when then they start spinning this yarn about employment in Dazra. They say I could have been sent home the day of the accident to work any number of jobs, but the request was denied by one Mujin Kadik. I hear this, and I'm furious. I can hear about 20 veins pop, one after the other, like a goddamn firecracker. Hell, I'm about to reach for my gun, walk it to my father, and pop one in his skull. But the stranger tells me they have a better idea, so I listened. This is written like he's almost a gangbanger. Oop. A plan. I've been working as a mole in House Kadik for some time now, and the others don't have a clue. They've let me into some of their dealings with the Zealots, supplying weapons, food, and ship parts, but all of it purchased legally and nothing that can be traced back to them. My friend from the bar has a plan, though. Instead of having the Zealots buy supplies, we provide them for free in exchange for their loyalty. Some of them may be desperate enough to renounce their beliefs and get on their knees for House Varun. Leaving Van Roon Kai. The plans come together and the funds have been transferred to Mandary as promised. We're soon... Okay. Usurin has the new convert, Corinne, tracking her cousin's disappearance. With the encrypted slate in their possession, all that's left is to point them to Jandar's Rest. As for me, my friends, and that I'll need to leave Varun Kai until the heat blows over. They say they have one last job for me, though, but I need to go to the refugee camp first to say goodbye to Madra before I go. So what is the code? I thought the code would be... Okay. Oh, here it is. Remote access login. Exporting remote access login. Admin. Username and password not found. Missing fields. executing override, remote access granted. Full access granted to computer registered to Kadik, shipment marked for hold. That didn't unlock anything. I mean, that told me some information, but it didn't tell me this. Encrypted slate number 1223. So is it 1, 1, 2, 2, 3? Oh, you go to decrypt the slate. So if the decryption was from before, it was double, so it'd be 2446. But there is no 6 on here. Okay, so I'm thinking about when we went to Tavina and she had that slate that needed to be decrypted. She said that all even number or all odd numbers were the same, but all even numbers were doubled. So if this is slate 1223, it should be 1443. Okay, so 1, 4, 4, 3. You encrypted. Okay, so it's a letter to Achman. Achman, your last note has me worried. What do you mean by if something were to happen to me? Are you in trouble? I know you've mentioned before that if you went missing, I'd check the spot under the house where we used to play hide and go seek. I do know where that spot is, but I'm afraid to look. Madra. So are we supposed to go to Madra? Find her? He said she's in the refugee camp. Interesting. Alright, so let's get the heck out of here. And the refugee camp is in the spaceport. I'm pretty sure of it. Is it even marked? That is... This is the big home. It's down in here somewhere. Yeah. I don't think it's it's down in this area. You have not discovered this. Yes, I did. I've already been down there. How come it says I haven't been to depository yet? Yeah, you always do that, don't you? Okay. So the depository is... That's chunks. That's here. This it? Here we go. Baroon Depository. Is it like a bank? Or is this the ships?
I am sure we can make a deal. I was hoping you would eventually stumble into my shop. Welcome.
So, who are you? It appears my reputation precedes me. What an unusually friendly greeting. You don't have to pretend to like me just to get me to spend my credits. You were actually hoping to meet me?
Well, yes. I realize others might treat people such as yourself with skepticism and distrust, but my opinions differ. You've clearly been chosen by the Great Serpent, sent here to help us in our time of need. In my mind, to treat you with anything but respect would be ignorant.
Well, it appears my, what an unusually friendly greeting.
Oh, yes. I imagine it's been difficult for you. It's rare that an off-worlder finds their way to Dazra. But not just any off-worlder. One that's able to speak with a Nazca Varun himself, which in the eyes of the citizens of Dazra moves you up from the suspiciously curious category to the dangerously unique one.
Okay. I don't blame them for being wary of strangers. Well, you clearly know who I am, but I don't know who you are. If they want to keep me at arm's length, suits me just fine. Yeah, I don't blame them for being wary of strangers.
Which reminds me, here I am prattling on about you when I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Nalada Brady. Forgive me for not starting our conversation that way. I've been a bit distracted of late.
Is this another task?
My brother Qasim has been missing for days. I'm beginning to worry that something terrible has happened to him.
I'm very sorry to hear that. It's only been a few days. I don't need to hear your life story. I'm here to buy some goods. Haven't a lot of people gone missing recently?
Well, yes, but the incident that claimed most of Dazra was several weeks ago. Qasim and I were fortunate that our shop wasn't destroyed like so many others around us.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yes, thank you. But my problems need not burden you. If you want to take a look at what my shop has to offer, well, you let me know.
Perhaps I could help you locate your, it must be tough to run a business in the midst of all this chaos.
My mother taught me to try and provide a smiling, friendly face for my customers, but it's been incredibly difficult. I managed to muddle through when the incident struck the city, but this situation with Qasim has made things difficult.
Perhaps I could help you to locate Qasim.
Really? You'd do that for me?
Of course.
Oh, you truly are a gift from the Great Serpent. I knew he hadn't forsaken us.
I'll do my best. Well, don't get too excited. I don't make any guarantees. I'll do anything for anyone if there's payment involved. Why do you consider me a divine gift when I'm simply flesh and blood like everyone else?
Isn't it obvious? I believe the Great Serpent has specific designs for all of us. You consider yourself to be nothing more than flesh and blood, but you have a purpose. And purpose is greater than the sum of all our parts.
Well, I'll do my best, but all I need to know is where to start.
Oh, yes, of course. The last time I heard from Qasim, he was headed out to the Deep Gorge refinery to assess if it could be reopened. He never came back that evening. I've been worried sick.
Geology, is possible that the cataclysm may have caused some sort of geological instability at the refinery. I promise I'll get you some answers. I'll see what I can do. Perhaps he doesn't want to be found?
Impossible. Despite what's happened in Dazra, Qasim has been in good spirits of late. No, if anything, I'm afraid he's been injured and can't make the journey home. Or worse.
It's probably or worse, I hate to tell you. Deep Gorge Refinery?
Of course. How would you know about that place? It's an old mineral processing facility a good distance to the southeast of Dazra. It closed down years ago due to, I'm not even sure why. It ran out of resources, I think. There was very little talk about it around town.
Well, it's possible that the cataclysm may have caused some sort of geological instability at the refinery.
Now that you mention it, someone in the city said that they felt tremors near that area. Just please be careful. That old refinery has been abandoned for years, and there's no telling what might be choosing to call the facility its home. Now, is there anything you might need for your journey?
Let's take a look. So sympathy for the living. What else can you tell me about Deep Gorge Refinery?
Not much more, other than what I've already told you. The only silver lining from the refinery shutdown was that all of the workers were placed into other positions throughout the city, so no one went hungry.
Do you mind telling me more about Qasim?
Do you mean to ask if it's a sore subject to bring up since he's missing? Not at all. Qasim and I have been close ever since we were young. Our father and mother taught us everything we needed to know about running this shop so that one day we could take over. When they passed, Qasim and I ran the business for a few years together, but I could see his heart was elsewhere. I gave him my blessing, and he attended an engineering academy. In a few more years, he graduated and made quite a name for himself. When the government reached out to everyone for help after the incident, I wasn't the least bit surprised he was the first to volunteer. I can only pray that his eagerness hasn't gotten him into deep trouble.
Okay, why did Qasim head out to the finery in the first place?
The cataclysm that claimed most of Dazra has severely impaired our ability to survive on Varun Kai. Qasim is simply trying to use his engineering background to help everywhere that he can. In this case, he's trying to assess if the refinery can be reopened. He strongly believes that the loss of the city's infrastructure means we need to rely on everything we can in order to get back on our feet.
Makes sense to me. Let me see what you got for sale.
Anything I can do to help.
So you've got apparel. Nothing spectacular. Consumable and resources. Oh, you got a lot of resources here, but I got tons of resources myself. And aid. You got heal paste. You don't have any emergency. I'll just take them just cuz. Okay. Thank you. So this was the repository, the depository. Alright, so I hadn't visited before. And now I have a quest. Cool. But but I wanted to find the
The Great Serpent will deliver us from this. I know it.
yeah, this is the this is the refugee camp. Pretty sure of it. Have I been in the security center? Well, I guess I have been because it didn't act like I had.
This is our city.
Yeah.
And you will follow our rules.
Oh yeah, this is that guy.
The walking security breach. If it were up to me, you would have never made it past the city gates. Be well aware that I am always watching you.
Watching
If you
me.
make a single mistake, if you ever jeopardize the people of Dazra, then I will be there to bring you down.
You didn't realize how many people have already helped? Sounds to me like you're questioning Malbor's judgment. Hey, I don't like you either. Let's just leave each other alone. What's your problem with me?
Is it not obvious? I do not trust you. And I believe that it is a mistake for others to be so trustful. Our enemies would want to strike us while we're at our weakest, and you could very well be a spy, or the first attempt at infiltration. So, are you friend or foe? I'm not sure we will ever truly know the answer.
Wow. Well, I don't like you. I don't like you either. Let's just leave each other alone.
That is not quite how this works. You cannot get rid of me that easily. You are in our city, so you will behave according to our customs. Leave the people alone, and we will not have a problem. Now move along. I have work to do. And apparently, so do you.
Well, it's the people that are getting in my way. They keep asking me to do favors for them. Wow, it's not my fault. Well, I can use your computer, you know that? The Cortege flight records. Arrivals. Ministry conjunction. Did we already get into this? I'm thinking we did. Departures. Maintenance check. I think we already have. Watcher's Hymn flight records. Otherwise, why wasn't I able to get into his stuff? Because the hymn was the name of the ship that was outside of the... Yeah, we have. Okay. Your people are not very nice to me, Shahima. Yeah, your people are not very nice to me, Shahima. I'm looking for Madeir. Wonder where she would be, or if I should... If it's something I'm gonna get a...
Great Serpent, please help me.
quest for after the fact?
And you understand what you must do, right, child?
Yes. I will sacrifice the groat in Jinan's name.
Is that hesitation I detect in your voice?
No.
You are a bad liar, child.
Huh?
I understand you may be sad. You raised this growth from infancy, after all. This commitment, though, is important. The dagger that will be fashioned from your growth skull represents your connection, your loyalty to the Great Serpent. All things, even your growth, must serve the Great Serpent, child.
I understand. And I am ready.
That would be tough to do, but it's no different than...
I'm hungry.
You gotta groat. Eat your groat after you kill it. It's actually no different than the 4-H people. They raise animals for the fairs and stuff, and then children, and then they end up sacrificing them or selling them to be butchered, you know? So you learn that as a farmer, you don't get attached to your wildlife. The door. Oh. What are these doors even open? What are they? Well, this is weird. Why would the doors even open like that? Okay, so who are you?
Hello there. Did you have something to say to me?
Well, seems like now isn't a good time. A simple hello is usually good enough.
Hello. Sorry, I do not want to be rude. Most people tend to ignore me, so I'm not very good at talking. And, well, you are the one that Anasco spoke to, so... well, forgive me if I am nervous.
How do you feel about everything happening in Dazra?
Not good. Things are scary. I try not to think about it too much, but, well, it's not easy.
No, not imagine.
There was another storage employee that I worked with, but, I have not seen him in weeks. I think, well, it's pretty obvious what happened to him.
You think so?
He was always nice to me. He did not deserve this. So yeah, things are scary. Even Dumar is probably scared, even though he always seems so happy. Oh, Dumar is the ship technician, by the way.
What do you do for work?
I, work in storage. It suits me well, and I do not have to talk with anyone. Well, most of the time.
Until someone like me comes up to you.
It's good enough for me to go to Herald's Rest after work, and that is all that really matters to me.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Have I been in here? Well, there is a safe. It doesn't say not to steal. I think I was already in here and I decided to leave it alone. But so are we going to find Madeir here? Madeir? Was telling me to come this way from my quest, so let's go ahead and do that from my mission. Come on, girls, let's go. That's security. Oh, this is that thing. Okay. Well, let's go and see what we can find. I think that's Harold's Rest up there. Who are you people? Citizen, citizen. Okay. This is goods exchange. No, it goes over this way. Here we are down here. Impressive architecture.
It has been quite a challenge to keep all of the records in order.
Oh, that's right. We had that quest for you. Mm-hmm.
Perhaps it is not so where you are from, but we demand law and order here.
Yeah, we do too. We do too.
Just trying to survive one more day.
I wonder where Madeira is at.
I feel so overwhelmed, but I can't afford to be. Now is not the time.
I think you have more people here. All right.
Our supplies dwindle by the second. Great serpent, save us.
Well, I've got supplies if you need any, but no one asked me for it. Nope. Okay.
Never ends.
Who said that? Oh, a healer. Okay. We need to go to radiology, I guess. Oh, you. I know you. You're not a very nice person. You and your tag team robot there. Yep. Here we go.
You've been busy, Vindicator.
Aha. Seems like you've been expecting me. I've been very busy. In fact, on my way to have you arrested.
Choose your words carefully. Convert or not, you're still an outsider, which is just a stone's throw away from trespasser. But before you proceed into that room, I must ask, do you have the proof you need? Is it solid?
Yeah, you're gonna jail for a long time. It's not exactly solid, but it's enough. I don't know. We'll see what, Usurini, whatever her name is. Whatever she says.
Maybe so. But once a suspect has been established, it can be like pulling a loose thread. The rest comes undone rather quickly. So let us speak frankly for a moment, if we may.
Go ahead. Whatever you want to say, I'm not buying. Save it for the judge. Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead, tell me.
I've been thinking about the events of the past few days, and I have some thoughts.
Do you now?
The speed at which things have unraveled, it makes me wonder how much of this outcome has been orchestrated.
Really?
Of course, I am not denying my role in all this. Yes, I approved to have the supplies rerouted. And yes, I ordered that they be directed to the zealots. But the murders, the violence, these were not directives I had ordered. If I am guilty of anything, it's being a rubber stamp.
Of course you're trying to shift the blame. I'm not buying it. So you admit to helping the zealots. You're saying you were manipulated? What do you mean by rubber? I know what he means by that. But I'm going to ask him that anyway. What do you mean by rubber stamp?
I offered to provide her a security detail, but I had arranged the assignment through my ward, Okim. In fact, Even my work with the Zealots was all done through him.
Oh, because Okeem is using you. Why up the Zilps when Dazra is in need?
Because we are all in need. Everyone was affected by the accident, including the people here. And if we are to reintegrate House Malene, we need to show them our aid isn't contingent on our abundance. How would it look if the moment our supplies had diminished, we kept them all for ourselves?
Does the leadership in House Kadik know about this?
No. I have kept my actions separated from both Razma and Jamal. My goal was to inform them once I had something more concrete. That all went out the door once Ukadudul Kef caught wind of the missing shipments.
So you're saying you were manipulated?
Yes and no. I may have been pushed toward this outcome, but I do not regret my actions. A handful of supply shipments are a meager exchange for an entire clan of allies. Earlier when we spoke, you told me the cycle of violence cannot be broken. But the war with the settled systems was never meant to end, which means we have no differences with the so-called Zealots. United with House Malene, we can rebuild Dazra as the industrial and military force it was during the Serpent's Crusade. Which is why I ask that you listen to my proposal. Let me go. Allow me to continue my efforts discreetly for the betterment of House Varun.
All right, you have a deal. You're going to have to come with me and surrender to the authorities. Let you go. I didn't realize you were a comedian. If I let you go, who will take the fall for the murder?
I have a ward, Okeem, who I've used to keep myself separated from this operation, and also serves as the perfect suspect. I'll arrange for him to conveniently disappear.
What?
While loyal, it's better for us both if he isn't available for questioning.
You are slimy. What happens to Jondar's rest if I agree to your terms?
We'll have to burn that location regardless. I imagine Tavina has likely sent her inquisitors to clear the place anyway. I trust you'll understand if I don't reveal the location of their next hideout.
My silence doesn't come cheap. You're going to come with me. Let you go. I didn't realize you were... You just confirmed everything. Yeah, I think Ashim set you up. I don't think he's working with the Zealots, though. He's working with somebody else that put him in touch with the Zealots. But I don't think he's the one who... No, I think you're too slimy. I think you are just as guilty, especially when the information we have from the traders is it was you. Not the traders, but the Zealots. And the fact that we read your personal information about... yeah, you guys are both guilty. Now you're going to come with me and surrender to the authorities.
You disappoint me, convert. Why should I willingly confess and ensure my death? I'd much rather argue my case in front of my peers.
Argue all you want. This only ends one way.
I don't know what evidence you've gathered, but without anything concrete, it's your word against mine. We shall see which one carries more weight.
Okay, well... Me first. That's Tavina. Can we talk to Tavina?
From what I hear, we got our man.
Well, it's two, actually, because, it's the guy... I'm not sure still quite how Achman fits into all this. Is he the bomb? He's the one who kind of used... He turned Mujin into a rubber stamp, yes. But was he the one that condoned the killing of her brother, her cousin?
Thank you all for coming. I think we can all agree that the charges for this crime are quite serious. Theft of supplies, aiding the Zealots, and the murder of my cousin. Which is why it comes with great shock that evidence points to a member of House Kadik as the thief.
He's the thief?
Based on what evidence? House Kadik does not deal in trade. Your house does.
I would not be making this claim without sufficient cause, nor is House Dulkef the bearer of this information. Vindicator, the floor is yours.
So, Mujin is guilty. There should be proof that Mujin Kadek is responsible for the stolen supplies, yes.
The slate lists you by name, Envoy. What do you have to say for yourself?
Is this what you called me to your office for, Kisrani? This is an absolute disgrace to your department.
You haven't answered my question, Mujin.
Nor should I have to. A single slate, which I might add is likely fabricated, is not enough to prove anything.
There's also evidence on his computer that backs up the slate. Actually, Mujin makes a good point. Maybe he is innocent. Yeah, there's also evidence on his computer that backs up the slate.
Is that so, Mujin? Or do you deny the words you yourself wrote?
I absolutely deny it. My computer has obviously been tampered with. This is clearly not enough evidence to even consider me a suspect.
Oh, you didn't know. We have piles of evidence, ship departure records, signatures, the works. And of course the kicker, Kisrani's would-be assassin.
Security has identified him as Okim Kadik.
Well, that's your ward, Mujin.
In fact, if I were you, Envoy, I would think long and hard about submitting to the guard peacefully. Given the severity of your crimes, the captain has the authority to do it by force.
I will cooperate, but this is by no means an admission. And make no mistake, the three of you will pay for this insult.
Make all the threats you want, Envoy. My decision is made. Guard, take him away.
As you command, Executor.
Okay. Wrap up the case. So Achman was the assassin.
Now, that was satisfying.
I'm sure it was. All right.
I appreciate you backing me up on this one. Warden Vithal had brought some evidence linking Mujin to the crime, but it's your evidence that makes me feel confident we can convict. All told, I'm extremely grateful. Ukaru was family, and I would not have been able to rest if I knew the thief had not been brought to justice.
It was my pleasure. I didn't do it for you. I expect to be compensated. Will there be any blowback from arresting Mujin?
It's a well-known secret that Mujin was not a popular member of House Kadik. I suspect he may have operated independently, and Elder Razma will likely deny any involvement.
Well, I'm sure she will. Where will Mujin be taken?
The guard will move him to lockup. You can visit him if you like, so long as he cooperates. A grim reality is, it's unlikely he will be there long. Aiding the Zealots is a crime punishable by death. There are typically no exceptions. Add to that the murder of a state official and, well, he'll be lucky if his death is swift.
Well, it was my pleasure.
My thanks are yours. You had no personal stake in solving my cousin's murder, yet you did so with diligence and aplomb. For that, you will be well rewarded.
I've also handed over everything we have at House Vital regarding the case. Who knows what other crimes we can uncover while poring over the evidence.
Exactly.
I'll take this up with the captain of the guard. After that, our part in all of this is done. Jinan grace you for taking on this investigation. You've done a great service for House Varun and for Dazra. And on a personal note, I want to extend my gratitude for avenging my cousin's murder. With the accident and all that's going on, I haven't really had time to grieve. But closing this case might help me start that process. So for that, I thank you.
Okay. Only 6,000 credit, but hey, it's better than nothing. So I can visit him in the prison, huh?
Vindicator?
Do you mind if I ask some questions about you? Can you tell me more about House Dukev?
We are a house that values efficiency and detail, and our elder Hazmek is no exception. When others rush, we are deliberate. When others speak, we are the first to listen. And when it comes time to act, it is we who are most prepared.
Any updates on the case?
The case is all but closed, in my opinion. But in the interest of due diligence, we are monitoring the flow of supplies much more closely. Any package put on hold must be approved by at least 2 executors.
Do you mind if I ask some questions?
Oh, really? I'm sorry. It's just, given all that's happened, it's been so long since I had a normal conversation. I'm not even sure I remember how. But all right.
Haven't we asked any of this before? How did you join the Ministry of Commerce?
I was born into it, you might say. As all in House Dulkef are. Now, I was fortunate enough to get the spreadsheet gene, as they call it.
Spreadsheet gene.
Some people enjoy a good wine, others music, but I am at home with a well-organized table.
How are you feeling these days?
More determined than ever. Azra's problems are many, but they can be solved. You are living proof of that, no?
Okay.
Let me know if you have any further questions.
Alrighty, so I want to go see if I can talk to him in the prison, but we also have aligning the house, assist House Dukep. I've chosen to assist House Dukep. I must complete my business with them before. Okay, this is the same problem I had before. I'm going to try the Path of Redemption again and see if that works, but let's get the heck out of here. And I'm going to go to the Keep and see if we can talk to Mujin. Mujin? Because Achman is somewhere, right? Are we still inside the place? I thought we were out.
Medical assistance, please move along.
No, we are still inside, that's why.
What could we have possibly done to deserve this? What angered him so?
Salutations.
Okay, so let's go to the Keep. And the Keep was up on top. Keep Armory. Okay, that's the Path of Redemption. Dazra, Harold's Rest, the Keep. I know they have a jail here, right? Is it here though that he's going to be in jail? This is the armory. Where is the jail at?
I pray the serpent still favors us to have allowed us to live.
This is the mess hall. I don't think it's here. This is command. This is the armory. Where does this go? That takes me back outside.
Do not fully dedicate this to risk the path of the apostate.
Okay, this is just a room. This is a room. Oh, this was the closet. Maybe it's not here. I don't know. Where would he be, I wonder? Because this is where she's at. Tavina. This is Luther.
Are you not working for House Kev? Should you not be assisting Hasmek with whatever task he has given you?
Yeah, this is not the place I need to be. So I need to go to... I thought the keep was the one she was at. No, this is the bathroom. Now I don't know. Where would it be? Not the depository. I don't remember now. I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's see if we can get this to work. Oh, that's grisly. Can we get this to work, please? Path of Redemption. I'm hoping that because I've gone off system a couple different times, that this will update now.
May the Great Serpent guide your steps. Wisdom awaits you at your journey's end.
So we're going to go through all these questions again.
Nothing of the sort. I'm just an old man seeking solace in troubled times.
Okay, how safe is the journey?
It is not, nor are the shrines themselves. The danger of the path is a part of the test, for redemption is given to the worthy, not the weak.
Okay, and that's all it ever tells us to do.
Greetings.
Then we have to do this. I mean, we do have to do that. And then it tells us contemplation on redemption acquired. Now he's clear down here.
The Great Serpent offers mercy to the faithful.
Did you lose anyone in the calamity?
My daughter, her husband, and their 2 children were all taken. But lost? I do not think they are truly lost. It was their time to join the Great Serpent. I know that I will be with them again. And that will be a joyous thing.
Are you sure?
Is any place truly safe? For so long, the city seemed to be the safest place. But now, at my age, I know that my time to join the Great Serpent among the endless stars is not far off. When that time comes, a shrine is as good a place as any to be.
Yep, see, it didn't update.
It was a pleasure to talk.
Oh my gosh, okay. It did not update, so I'm still stuck with this quest. Alright. So we have exhuming the past, reach Malign Dam. What is this for? Okay. Oh, this is still part of it. Hasmek Dukev told me that there is something of interest at Malign Dam to the southeast of Dazra. He is unsure of what I may find there, so I'll need to reach this site and investigate for myself. I also have Lost and Found, The Courier, and then I just took this other one, Sympathy for the Living. But this gets the main quest going. So where is this at on the map? That is clear over here. And these are the closest to it. We have another structure here. I wonder if these are the way shrines. No, it's not. That's the refinery there. So we're gonna come over here and then we'll make our way over to the Malene Dam and see what's going on there. All right, where's my dam? Yeah. But we're going to do that in another episode, so, because I'm sure we're going to have a whole bunch of fighting. So if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.